Wassail, beautiful people. It's column 9. We're getting there. I feel a lot better for doing these columns, much more in tune with where I'm going, is probably the best way to state it. It's Sappho, the wordsmith. Sappho is the only asteroid named after a real person, and that seems very relevant. It's also at 18 degrees Leo, and it's shouting self, and writing a love letter to yourself, which is perhaps an exercise you might all like to do. Also, 18 is a divine 9, so it feels like a divine moment to find you and where you're going. I still feel it's an out-of-body moment. I feel this whole eclipse tunnel is about being out of body. I mean, I'm waking in different bodies. I do feel that I'm body hopping at the moment. I want to remind you again of that sense of going to sleep joyfully. So we have the Liffruma deck, and we're going to ask Sappho, what's it all about, Sappho? Your destiny is to find yourself. That's what you're working on. Sappho wants you to find you. Well, series, everyone, all of the columns want you to find you. And this is sticking out the deck, Gutton, resolving issues. It's like a huge projection of this message. Sort yourself out, people. So what do we have here? We've got a 12, a 14 and a 10. 36. So we've got that number again, this energy. This is why it must be an out-of-body experience. So you're taking your consciousness out of your body. Your consciousness needs to come out so that your cells, which are 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, and 5 in terms of the Tesla code numerology, you're taking your consciousness out of the cells so that your cells can flash in and out as they do, the 3 and the 6, and they can change the frequency of your cells that you return to. So you will feel like you're in a new body. And in many ways you are, because you're in a new dimensional frequency. And it's interesting, Sappho's symbol is 2 interlocking Venuses. So let me see if I can find it quickly. It's going to be a bit hard. I might see if I can flick. I can't even remember what colour she is now, because I've changed all the colours to see what comes. And we've got Vesta, who is tomorrow. Column 10. Oh, yeah. Oh, there. I saw her. Somewhere near the end here. Well, somewhere near the end on the columns. Here we go. So it's these 2 interlocking symbols. It's that this is body hopping somehow. This notion that you're still connected through your consciousness and through the dimensional doorways that are open, but you're somehow shifting into a new set of retuned cells. But you've got to get out of those cells to let them retune themselves. Oh dear, I've got to stop finding everything so amusing. Well, no, I'm not. because that's my new cells. Everything's funny. Which is interesting because early on when I first started, there was a lot of humour. Ooh, look. Une or win. Une, bliss and comfort. Chaffinch's pink and chirrup. Yawning perfumed blossoms scent the air with clouds of comfort wrapped in wondrous wishes. Perfect pastoral peace passes silently as a white heart glances up, nostrils flared, drinking in all the blisses that alignment offers. This is the column. Get in alignment with your new future self. Again, I'm getting this thing where we need, as I'm reading these poems that were written, we need to write a love letter to ourselves. That looks like leaf shade. Yes. Comfort. Cradled. This is beautiful energy. So this first three cards, the destiny is the journey home to gut and resolve all your issues. And it isn't all. It's piecemeal. But it depends on how big a part of the healing you're ready for right now. And now this second row is just all this wondrous, cradling, comfortable, perfumed bliss, which is just wondrous. I wanted one more. It's given me three. So the message, Ul, and it is this omen of astral shadow boxing, shape-shifting night ruler. You shape-shift at night, so you leave, you go to the astral, you're returning to a newly gutted set of cells, resonating on a new 3-6 frequency. Again, there's an energy in this about pausing, being still. You have to find stillness to heal. And then we have vein, the weathercock, transformation, swinging your energies round piece by piece, brave out life. And this is to do with your cells. This is an earth energized frequency, and it ends with Lagoo, the cosmic ocean, this new fizzing excitement that comes into your life. So let's just drop into the saccharunes, the ceramics. And we're beginning with oak, the support. But this is talking at the moment strongly about a transformation in what you consume. I don't know why it's coming across as that. It's the tannin in the bark of the oak tree somehow. It's got something to do with that. Needing new nutrients, needing to, so it's a little like your Yggdrasil tree is in a plant pot, and actually you need to break the pot. It needs to be in the ground, in the real world, cradled in the leaf shade. So transforming the nutrients. You can't keep feeding your Yggdrasil tree the same junk. And then we have Anwila. Again, pausing, stopping, reviewing. And this is coming with Hemfereld. It might take you 6 months to complete this journey. But that's good, because then there'll be another eclipse tunnel, and we can start a new part of the journey to heal. And then we have waken. Gut yourself and waken in fresh cells. Wake up. So let's go with the Alchemy of Astrology deck, which I've just, as I said earlier, I've just redrawn it with new colours and some new words. Because this is, the asteroids are all in here, and it feels as though we need this with it. I feel like I need to just say I love Liffruma. I really do. I absolutely adore this deck so much. It's got such magical energies of healing. Let yourself be healed. I'm gonna have to keep saying that. So we're at Sappho. Sappho. These still don't jump out yet. They're too fresh. They're a little bit sharp on the fingers, on their very edgy corners. Oh, I'm not taking 26 cards. I'm gonna rifle to find. Let's see if I can get hold of the cards this time. Venus. Oh, so this is not coming across as Venus. It's coming across as that message of the singularity of the Wassails. So the astral energy at night when you sleep and reach out, and you're given the option in an outer body experience to return. It's bringing your heart back into the correct place within your new cells. Interesting that Venus takes 7 months to go round, so maybe there's a key energy, copper. Being drawn to the copper and the heart strengthening energy. Small amounts of copper are needed in the blood for iron to be actually put into your blood cells. And there's something about this antimicrobial energy. But there's an energy of a kind of, not a warning, but a kind of an awareness that we need to not be greedy for material possessions at this moment. This is an outer body experience. It's got nothing to do, wow, it's not quite that, but it's not about physical ownership is what I'm hearing in my head. I'm not really quite sure what they're meaning by physical ownership. We have to own our bodies. But that's obviously what this writing of a love letter to ourselves is all about. Oh, I was going to rifle, sorry. I'm being drawn into the deck of cards so strongly. There's something I'm not seeing that they want to show me. Hemfereld has this energy behind it again that's linking into the Venus notion of a new soul. You can see this figure, and all of the energy is passing through and being purified or filtered or distilled to make space for something new. But because it's followed by gutting, there's something about this energy where if you don't do the work, you won't get the results. That's part of it. It's a really big projection, again, that I'm getting on that energy of that card. Dark Moon Lilith. I mean, this feels like opening to your truth. It's a very Hemfereld, Bifrost, Journey Home energy. You know, this is almost your truth in your consciousness needs to be returned to your new cellular body that you've been creating, working on these tunnels. The unrecognized self-truth, a sovereign soul. I'm doing this again. Capricorn, Janus faced. Again, it's these two options. We are hell-born joy. We are. And that joy has been hammered, controlled, and made into a distortion that we're carrying. That's what we have to remove. This is, there's an energy coming across with this card today of being misunderstood, misrepresented through the energy of societal correction. Wholehearted wisdom, again with the heart. This is the, maybe this is where we're beginning in this column to re-establish, because I was very aware with Venus and the energy of bringing your consciousness back into the new cells, that it's not the seat of the soul, but maybe this is a journey where we're bringing our energy in piecemeal, slowly, piece by piece, and it almost feels like it's the wrong order, but maybe we have to enter the consciousness and pull the energy down slowly. The communication that comes, you know, Sappho is very much an energy of a G sharp in many ways, but it's also mixed with an A, that sort of esoteric consciousness. I'm going to shuffle and then rifle, just to move the deck a bit. Let's have this one. And there, it's about bringing yourself back to yourself. Hemfereld, again, this has been the consistent card throughout this series. It's the final card in the Liffruma deck. It's the projection to you and your future, but there's no card that comes after this but your truth. So yes, so here we have shift, comprehend and grasp your new energy, your new truth. So I'm going to ask for one more from Liffruma. If it gives me one, then I'm overjoyed. If it gives us more, it gives us more. Candle. It's perfect. You have to work your way in. This feels like it's to do with the end of the series, but this unignited candle, you have to return to your newly gutted seat of your soul in whatever small way you have gutted something that doesn't serve you anymore. Returning there and feeling, I'm being shown the center of this card, which is like a single cell that contains the whole of the rest of the card's energy. And again, it's these two locks on the door. You have to unlock you if you want spirit or guidance or the universe to unlock another opportunity to be in your new body, to return to your soul. And there's something here about how until you can recognize, look, go to sleep knowing this is your inheritance. Go to sleep knowing that you are cradled in the astral because you've unlocked some part of your soul to reach something else. And then you return to these new bodies And there will be more and more of them as you change more and more of your codes by making space for new melodies within you. And one last rune from Ceramics by Daniela. Waterfall, purifying. Even when you think everything is lost, when everything feels pestilential, you can still samba with water's cascading laughter. But you have to program that energy into your nighttime activity, this outer body experience, so that you can return to renewed bodies. So that's Sappho. I shall get on with the next one. Vesta. She's come back to me. Okay, Wassail, beautiful people.